Hey y'all, it's Sharon and I'm back to share another policing experience with you guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm a retired police officer. I worked for 20 years for a southeastern city in the US. I retired as a detective and I was also in the military. I'm sharing my experiences and perspectives in hopes of helping others in similar situations, not necessarily in policing, but in any service profession, if you will. And with that being said, I wanted to share with you guys really quick. I was writing some content for a book that I'm putting together, and I thought about my recruit training at the beginning of my career and what attracted me to policing. And a lot of people, police officers are just kids that were bullied. And I have to admit, I was bullied. I was bullied because the kids in my neighborhood, I guess we had accents. My parents are immigrants. They're from two different countries. And I guess we had accents. I remember the kids teasing us about how we spoke. And, they would tell us to go back to wherever, not knowing we were born at the same hospital they were born. And I remember growing up, and my parents had a really big garden. And in the garden, mainly spinach, what they called spinach. What they call spinach, I'll just leave it at that. And we would help them cultivate. And I remember my parents always cutting what we call bundles and giving it to people in the community for free, just giving it out for free. Some people were hungry and, they would always bless my parents and thank them so much for giving them the spinach to eat. And that's how I grew up. Everybody in the community helped everybody else. And so what attracted me to policing was the fact that, or the idea that police officers are going to help the community, or so I thought. When I got into the training, what I realized, probably 6 months into training, I'm like, okay, why did I do this? Because what I saw in training wasn't reflective of what I thought policing was. Let me tell you, through training, it was just about the individual. Get this training, we're going to get you certified and get you out of here. Once out of there, I'm on the street by myself. I'm policing by myself. Of course, other officers are going to come and help you if you need the help. But I thought this was a collective thing. That was the first thing that kind of turned me off about policing and patrolling by yourself. And so what I realized was it was an individual mindset, an individualistic mindset in policing. You got all these officers from different places, and now you're trying to collectively put them together in a collective mindset. We got your back, Walters. Keep doing what you're doing. We got you. But I didn't see it advance out into the community, so to speak. And that's what I was here for. I'm here for the community. I'm here to let's go get these bad guys. But that's not the experience. It was about get yours, make sure you don't get hurt, make sure you get home at night. And then never mind so much about the community. Interesting, right? But that's what I, in a nutshell, went through with training. But I grew up in a collective environment where everybody looked out for one another. And yes, I saw that in policing. They're going to look out for each other to the detriment of the community, if you will. And what I say that is, how gangs, they talk about snitches get stitches. It's the same thing in policing. Sad to say, my experience. If you snitch, you're casted off as the snitch. I've been called that. I've been told because I snitched, I can't work in certain units. But what happened to the whole, you got my back, I got your back. Now, let me say this. I'm not generalizing. That was my experience. There were a lot of people that came up to me, by themselves or when I was alone. Look, Walters, hold your head up. I know it's a hard thing, but I'm here for you. No, you aren't. No, you aren't, because you did it in secret. You didn't want anybody to see you speaking to me, because why? They're gonna cast you off and ostracize you. So there's something in this. The system is broken to some degree, and we got to fix that, because I basically whistle blew 2 times. I tell it in different videos, and the ostracism and the retaliation that I faced, it basically, I guess, the best way to describe it is, what happened to A. Walters? We got you. You know, we got your back as officers. Why are you hiding to speak to me? Why is it that when I speak up and tell the truth about what I saw, it's looked down upon or it's frowned upon? A lot of people, when you see different videos about whistleblowers in policing, you don't really hear about what happens to them. So I'm here to tell you, it ain't easy, but it's just something to think about. If the policing, the criminal justice system and the policing branch of it, if you tell the truth about other officers, watch out, watch out. So there's something wrong, and we have to fix that. Again, I have a plan. I keep telling you guys I have a plan. I just need to sit at the table. But I just want to share that thought with you. Growing up in a collective environment, thinking I'm getting into policing with a collective mindset, but it's about the individual and not holding others accountable to some degree. It's frowned upon, and there are policies and practices that are in place that shelter the wrong and the corruption. So again, it's a problem, you guys. Hopefully me sharing helps someone else. All right, hit like, subscribe. Don't forget to take a look at our online store. The link is in the description below. I created some notebooks. The links for those in the description. And always remember, you don't necessarily have to go through a thing to learn from it. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.